This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hello, all my furry feline friends. This is Michelle Fern, your host on Cattitude. Okay, when I say litter, what do you think? Ugh, right? You know, you have cats, you have litter. That's how it is. But if I told you I have an amazing litter that's going to make your life better, your cat's life better, then it's like, oh yeah, let me hear about that, right? That's what I think. Anyway, stay tuned. We're going to be right back.
Does your dog itch, scratch, stink, or shed like crazy? Come to Dynovite for help.
Order a 90-day supply of Dynovite.
Everything we tried failed except the Dynovite.
Pick up 2 bottles of Super Mega Fish Oil.
Get the 3rd bottle free. Packed with omega-3, DHA, and EPA fatty acids.
Super Mega is great for your dog's immune system, healthy skin, and soft, shiny fur.
Dogs love it. Try Super Omega Fish Oil.
Buy 2, get 1 free.
At Dynovite.com.
DINOVITE.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. I'd like to introduce Josh Wiesenfeld. He is the CEO of Boxiecat. Welcome, Josh.
Hi, Michelle. Thanks for having me on the show.
I am super excited to have you on the show. And first, not everybody has heard about Boxiecat, although they should. But what is Boxiecat?
Well, so Boxiecat is we're a 10-year-old company. Our focus is on improving the litter care experience for cats and those who care for them. That's our mission. Litter care is very difficult for people. You know, people tend to not like dealing with cleaning the litter. It's viewed as an unpleasant chore, to say the least. It can be embarrassing if the litter box stinks. Or the worst case scenario, of course, is if the cat won't use the box or has some level of litter box aversion. We hear that around 50% of cats in shelters are there due to litter box aversion issues. So, you know, there can be different causes of aversion, but often it's the litter in the box and how clean it remains. So these are things that can be solved and be better. And that's Boxicat's mission to be helpful with. We're cat people. Cats are an amazing joy. And the litter box is really the one thing that can create an issue. So that's our focus.
You know, you bring up some great points because, you know, I've talked to a lot of cat behaviorists. One of my favorite and very well-known, Jackson Galaxy, he always mentions the litter box, you know, and if you have a cat, you know, you need however many cats plus 1 as far as litter box goes. And they're finicky. Right now, one of my cats is not liking the litter box, and I don't know what the problem is because she liked it recently. So I'm really interested in trying Boxiecat and seeing what her take will be. I'm sure it's going to solve all my problems. But you're right. It's a problem for the pet parent. And you want to make sure it's okay for your cat, too, because some cats are sensitive to if there's a lot of dust, if there's, you know, I've had 2 of my cats had to go to the vet because they were sneezing. I think that might have been litter related. Because what else, you know? Then you have the litter that tracks all over the place. So, and then you have to worry about the smell. And then you have to worry about what if my cat eats litter, or even worse, what if my dog eats litter? So there's so many things going on in the pet parent's mind. Boxiecat has a lot of different products. We're going to talk about your new one a little bit later, but what are some of the different products that you have that are solutions to some of these problems?
Yeah, so I would preface it by saying that both Boxiecat and Boxie Pro products are made of clumping clay litter. That's the general type of litter that 80% of people use. It's the most cat preferred, vet recommended litter material. So what we focus on doing is improving those annoying aspects of litter care, those problematic aspects that people have the biggest issues with, that they complain about. You know, it's what you said, it's clumping, dust, odor, tracking. So one of the big things for all of our formulas, that's really a different experience compared with other litters, is the way our litter clumps. We call it a flat top clump. Clumps on the top of the box rather than soaking to the bottom and sticking. So you don't have to scrape and you don't end up with all those little soiled particles that can never be removed because they go right through the gaps in the scoop.
I have not heard of this before. Flat top clumps?
Yes, that is what we call the way our litter clumps. It's easy to remember. It describes the way our litter clumps and where it clumps. So when liquids go into our litter, it has an amazing absorption capacity and absorbs really quickly, which prevents it from reaching the bottom of the box, which is one of the big things that can cause issues for folks. Often they have to scrape, and you end up with, in a week or so with a box that's not clean because those clumps have broken apart with other litters. So the reason why we designed ours to clump on top is so that it's really easy to scoop. You remove all the waste and the odors, and it leaves the litter box extremely clean. It makes it really long lasting, and it's like a new bag after every scoop.
That probably saves a lot on litter because you're not having to scrape the bottom and take out some of the litter that's maybe, for lack of a better way to put it, hasn't been really used. So you're saving money on not wasting unused litter.
That's a great point. Yeah, exactly. You use less and you toss less with Boxiecat and Boxy Pro litters because they last longer and they stay so clean. Our litters can cost a couple $dollars more than some other clay litters, but that's more than made up for in the duration of use. And so that's definitely one of our big differentiators, an experience that's very, very unique for people. You mentioned dust too. That's, I think, the number one consumer complaint. And so we both remove and suppress dust. It makes our formulas 99% dust-free. And as you were talking about earlier, dust can be problematic. It's the least of it would be accumulation of dust on furniture around the box. But we also think of ourselves as a health company as well as a hygiene company. So we want our products to be great for allergies and respiratory issues and help with those issues as well. So these are some general features of our products. We have our scent-free product, which has absolutely no scent, no additives in it. It's great for people who want a very natural product. We have a scented product, which is we designed with our vet to be safe and gentle for cats, so it's not going to be overwhelming for them in terms of odors. It's moisture activated, so it's really gentle when the cat's in the box, but has a little bit of a lift when the cat leaves. And then we have our extra strength product. So one of the things we've become known for is our use of probiotics in our litter to stop odors before they start. It's a really unique ingredient. You don't see it often in the market, even though people understand probiotics. So some cats have odor-causing bacteria that they deposit in the box in their waste. It's really the biological cause of odors in the box. So we use natural probiotics to overwhelm those odor-causing bacteria and stop them from growing into colonies that can cause odors in the box.
That's really interesting, and that it leads me to your new product that I want to talk about right after this break. So we're going to be right back. Molly, here's your dinner. Zeus, that's not your food.
Don't let that happen to your precious cat. Elevate your cat's eating experience with the Cat Tree Tray. The Cat Tree Tray keeps your cat's food off the floor and conveniently located on the cat tree. It's the perfect way to eat. It's a beautiful wrought iron tray that easily attaches to your cat tree and keeps dogs and other critters out of your cat's dish. A must for multi-pet households. There's a 6-inch tray for large bowls and a 4-inch tray for smaller bowls. Purchase your Cat Tree Tray today. Go right now to cattreetray.com. That's cattreetray.com. CATTREETRAY.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We're talking to Josh Wiesenfeld, and he is the CEO of Boxiecat. And Boxiecat has a brand new product that is a deep clean probiotic cat litter that eliminates 100% of the bacteria inside your cat's litter box. And if I have my information right, it also helps with tracking outside the litter box. Is that correct?
Exactly. So Boxy Pro Deep Clean does everything that our other products do, but it's really focused on what happens outside the litter box. We're eliminating 100% of the germs in the litter box so your cat won't track them to kitchen counters, to beds, and other areas of the home. It's the first litter to eliminate 100% of the bacteria in the box, and the purpose is to make the home a safer place for you and your family. It's a really different approach to the litter box. It's thinking outside the box. And when we tell people what Boxy Pro does, their eyes get wide and they say, yeah, that's been in the back of my mind. My cat is basically walking through a toilet in the home and then jumping on the dinner table. So it's been really fun to release this product. It's a really different story and feature for our category. And it's been a blank space in our category that Boxy Pro has been able to fill.
Well, I think it sounds amazing. So how did you come up, or your team come up with this idea? I mean, I'm imagining that you guys, I say guys, but I'm sure there's men and women on your team, how you have probably a lot of cats, and there might be some that are like me, kind of a germaphobe. I mean, I have so many sanitizers, but I can't sanitize my animals, or my fur babies, I should say. Can't sanitize them. So I just try to not think about it, but in the back of my mind, it's like you said, it's like they're walking through a toilet and then they're jumping on your table. So there's even cards I've seen where they have show a cat or a dog doing its business, and then they're going sitting on your couch and it says happy birthday, hope you're not sitting where your pooch just sat. It's just nasty. So how did you guys come up with this idea, or was there some like germaphobe person on your team saying we have to figure this one out?
Well, we have so many wonderful, passionate customers who give us great feedback, and that's often where our products evolve from. But this one actually was a little bit different. We didn't set out to make it. We had a third-party lab test a specific blend of our probiotics, and what we learned is that we were eliminating 100% of the other bacteria, presumably both benign and harmful bacteria. All that was left was our good bacteria. So it was a real aha moment of what we had on our hands and what we could do with it for customers to solve a problem. And from our standpoint, one of the best things about it is it's 100% natural. There's no chemicals, no harsh chemicals, nothing in it that is a biocide or unsafe for families. So really, that's where it started. And then we work with our vet who's practicing vet. She's also a behaviorist. She helps us make sure that everything we do with our products is safe, and helps with product and ingredient choices for efficacy as well. So that was the sort of the big bang of this product. And we feel it's kind of the culmination of what we've been working on. It's really fun to come up with something that solves a new problem for people. So we're really excited about the product, and we won an award for it. We're really happy to receive the Pet Business Industry Recognition Award just at the end of 2018.
Well, congrats. And I know people can read about it if they go to Boxiecat.com. So we've talked a lot about all of the types of litters Boxiecat has, and this new fabulous litter that is a deep clean probiotic cat litter. Tell us about your cats.
So I've had cats my whole life. My cat, Goldie, who was with me for 16 years, was really the co-founder of Boxiecat. So she was an amazing black cat and really was with me the whole first portion of my adult life. And Boxiecat definitely would not be here without her. But my family's had cats. My family has a lot of cats now, and it's really been a great journey. I'm so happy that we're here doing this and meet so many great people. And it's really something that my cat Goldie sort of opened up for me. So, as we all know, it's wonderful having cats in our lives.
That is true. Even when they break your perfume and they get stuff dirty and rip stuff apart and claw you and make holes in your clothes, we still love them like crazy, right? I mean, it's, they do these things and then they look at you and they blink and they're, giving their... I've read over and over when they blink or stare in your eyes or keep their eyes wide open that's their version of saying I love you. So they do all these things that they don't know they're doing bad things, but we know. And then they look at you with their eyes and they let you pet them and we're thinking, oh, you love me. So it's just cat people are a little nutty, I think, and that's in a good way, right? I mean, They teach us a lot. Well, Boxiecat has so many great litters. I am excited to try out the Boxy Pro probiotic cat litter. I think Miss Charlotte will love it because she is my finicky litter cat. We adopted her at 4 months. She was on the streets, this poor little baby, and she likes to go outside the litter box a lot, which is not fun for mama cat person, which is me. So I am excited to try it. Where can people find Boxiecat products? So
we have such amazing retail partners who sell our products both in local stores and online. We have thankfully grown to thousands of local retail outlets throughout both the US and Canada. And our products are also available for purchase on major pet product websites for those who don't have access to that local retail. So really, there's anyone in the US and Canada can purchase our products.
Okay. Can they find out more on your website too? Boxiecat.com?
Absolutely. Boxiecat.com. We have a lot of information about the products, and we are also here and just love to hear from our customers. We can be emailed at hello@boxiecat.com.
Wonderful. So, Josh, one of the things I hear from people, I get a ton of emails from Cattitude, and I hear over and over, there's so many litters that are out there, and you've talked about some, and I really want to try it, but how do I switch? Do I do like food, a little part and a little bit? Do I do all of a sudden? What do I do? And some litters are really hard to switch over because the content is so different from the chemical makeup. The physical look and feel of the litter is so much different than other litters. How is it to switch to Boxiecat cat litters?
Thank you for asking. Yeah, it can be terrifying for people to switch to a new litter because of fear of what will happen. And it's really easy to switch cats to Boxiecat and Boxy Pro litters. Cats love our litter. It's soft on paws. It has a texture that cats really love. And because it is a clay, it's what cats already know and prefer. 80% of people use clumping clay, as we were talking about earlier. So it really doesn't need to be viewed as switching litters. It's just an upgrade for your cat and a cleaner experience for you. We have a ton of vets that recommend and use the product, and they recommend it to both help prevent and solve litter box avoidance issues. The feedback we get is that people switch very, very easily to our products.
Would you switch like half your Boxiecat, half whatever you're using now, or just go for it, just switch?
Actually, what we recommend the most is to, if someone is able to do this, keep your old brand in another box and put Boxiecat or Boxy Pro in a new box and let your cat decide.
That makes the best sense.
Yeah, then you experience the benefits of our product and your cats can tell you what works best for them. And we almost always have a really high success rate with that.
Okay, that's great to know, and that's a great idea, too. I mean, I don't know why I didn't think about it, because most households, even if you have one cat, have more than one litter box, so it makes perfect sense. Josh, thank you so much for being on Cattitude and telling us all about Boxiecat and your new Boxy Pro Deep Clean Probiotic Cat Litter, and that people can find it out at Boxiecat.com. It was wonderful having you on Cattitude.
Michelle, we are so honored to be on the show. Thank you so much, and thank you for sharing our story with your listeners.
I'd like to thank my little divas, Molly and Charlotte and Loverboy Dennis, for just being the crazy cats they are. And hey, Sammy and Jethro too. Yep, 5 cats. And I'd like to thank, of course, everyone listening. Thank you so much. And stay tuned. We have some more great shows coming up.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand,
only on PetLifeRadio.com.